Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. I love you. And I am sending you a very big virtual hug wherever you are on the earth plane today. So I'm going to do two videos and I'm also going to do a YouTube video. But the first video is about how we can move through our now moments that feel challenging or like we are in a suffering state or a struggle with more ease and grace. So here it is. Suffering is when we are unable to accept what is in the now. Whether it's an experience, a feeling, a thought, a behavior, whatever it may be, we create a state of suffering because we can't just accept what we are experiencing in that now. We attach to what we're experiencing. We judge what we're experiencing. And then because it may not feel good, or we're judging it as not right or wrong, we want to move out of it. And we are programmed as humans to do this, very unconsciously. So we feel something we don't like, switch out of it, or disassociate, or create a behavior so we don't have to feel it, right? It's a very normal, very natural part of being a third dimensional human. But this is where the suffering comes from. So what we are learning to do, because we are becoming so much more awake and energetic, we're feeling more, is we are learning how to sit with and just allow what we are experiencing in our nows. So we accept it. We accept it without labeling it as right, wrong, good, bad, without a judgment. We accept it without attaching to it. We accept it knowing that it's an energy that will just move as long as we just allow. And this takes practice. For instance, if you wake up in the morning and you feel irritated, agitated, angry, a lot of times what we'll do is we'll label it as a bad experience or something that doesn't feel good. I don't want to feel this. So then we attach to not wanting to feel it. I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want to feel that. That's an attachment. Instead of, I am experiencing irritability, period. That's allowing. Look at what I'm feeling right now. I am feeling, and then we give it that name, irritability, anger, sadness, depression, exhaustion. I am feeling, period. We let it be. We accept it as our now, knowing that in any other now moment, it is going to move through our now experience. That's how energy flows. What we do a lot of times is, I'm feeling irritable. I don't like that feeling. That's a lower frequency feeling. I want to feel this instead. You're not accepting what is. You want to change out of what is. You're going to start to suffer and struggle because you may not be able to, because you are denying your now. You're denying your now based on a dualistic system in a third dimensional field that's telling you that what you're feeling now isn't right or isn't okay because it doesn't feel good. And so throughout your day, you're attaching yourself to this irritability or anger or frustration or whatever it is as if you are it, trying to figure out how to get out of it, creating a suffering the entire day. Instead of waking up and saying, this is what I am feeling, here's the name of it, it just is. I'm not attaching to it, I'm not trying to shift out of it, there's nothing wrong with it. This is your humanness. This is called being a human. Nobody escapes being human. Nobody escapes feeling these experiences that we feel. Whether somebody you admire talks about it or not, we all feel these things. And if we continue to stay programmed in shifting out of it, judging it, attaching to it, making it right or wrong, trying to figure out how to move out of it, release it, fix it, then every single time going forward in your now, when you feel something you don't like, that's your go-to. The struggle, the force, the push. always trying to finagle some way to get out of that which you don't like. It's the ego. Instead of saying, this just is. I'm going to allow it to sit with me here throughout my day if it would like, until it is no longer in my now and I continue to move forward in my day. It's allowed to come with me. I'm not going to do anything about it because it just is. Acceptance. Anything you feel. And this takes a huge amount of practice because we are not programmed to be like this. It's challenging, and sometimes these things don't feel good. I don't feel creative. I feel exhausted. I feel angry or irritable all the time. I feel sadness. I feel depression, right? Here's the test or the steps. The second you start to feel or experience a consciousness that you don't like, you wake up in the morning or throughout your day, practice just allowing it to be as if it is coming to the table for lunch or breakfast or dinner and it's just there. So observe what you want to do. The natural thing is look at what I'm feeling and then blah, blah, blah. What do you normally do? I don't like this. I don't want to feel this. How do I get out of this, right? There's something wrong with me. What are the stories you tell yourself when you feel it? And then the next step is, can I just accept it and not do anything with it? Can I accept it and not do anything with it? Just allow it to be. We have a fear that if we do that, it's going to stay with us forever. Quite the opposite. When you push and force and try to get out of it, it may go away for that moment, but it's going to continue to come back and come back and come back. And your go-to is to push away, push away, push away. So your entire life, you are fighting your now moments because you don't think they're okay or good or right. They don't feel good. I should always be in these higher states. I should always be in these expanded states. No, it's not going to happen. We're ebbing and flowing. And we have to flow through all of it, regardless of whether it's an expanded state or a contracted state. A state of feeling really high and good or, ugh, yuck, not so great today. Whatever the state is. So step one, when something comes in that you don't like, it makes you uncomfortable, irritability, tiredness, exhaustion, not being creative, anger, whatever it is. First, what are you telling yourself? What are the stories? What are you initially trying to do with it? Then stop yourself and go to step two, which is, can I just allow it to be? Can I just allow it to move with me like it's a separate aspect, coming to the dinner or the breakfast or the lunch table, and I'm just going to allow it to walk with me throughout my day and do nothing with it, because believe it or not, it leaves. It dissolves. The second you let it go, stop thinking about it, stop worrying about it, stop trying to figure it out, stop trying to find stories around it, just let it be. Like it's part of your body. Off you go, right? If you have a bruise or a scab or you hurt yourself, you're not constantly focused on that pain. You're not looking at the pain all day long saying, oh my God, I have a pain. Oh my God, I have a pain. Oh my God, I have a pain in my leg, right? I bruised my leg. Oh my God, I bruised my leg. I bruised my leg. Think of what that would do. How do I not bruise my leg? How do I get rid of that bruise, right? It's the same thing when you have emotions you don't like. Oh my God, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling sad. I don't want to feel sad. I hate feeling sad. Why am I feeling sad today? How do I get out of feeling sad? Blah, blah, blah. You're so focused on it, you're suffering. Let the sadness just be. Let the anger just be. Let the frustration just be. Let the irritability just be. Let any of it just be. That's it. 2 simple steps. Watch what happens. Practice this. It will shock you how you will start to flow through your life. I'm not saying you're going to stay in expanded states, because none of us stay in expanded states, right? We're always ebbing and flowing. If you're if you're being honest with your now moments, if you're honoring your now moments. You don't move into higher states of consciousness by ignoring or denying your nows. And your nows are just showing you what's in front of you, what's either moving around you or moving internally. And there's nothing wrong with it. We're just human aspects right now. That's it. So when something comes in you don't like, emotion, an experience, whatever it is, what are your initial ways of dealing with it? How does it feel? Let yourself feel it. Step 1. And step 2, just accept it. Do nothing with it. Nothing. Just accept it, which means that you just feel it. You let it sit there. You don't focus on it, and you're not it. You're not it. You're just watching it move through you, which means you feel it. Okay, so when I say accept it, you're feeling it, but you're allowing it to just be felt. That's it. Try it. I love you. You're amazing. You really, really are amazing. Being human right now is miraculous. Thank you.